Hello, friend. This is Jimmy from Can Have an Immigration Canada. So we're live again to take your questions regarding Canadian immigration. So try to help your answer in the order I'll receive it. You can start typing on the chat on the right side, and I will try to answer them as I'll get it and to the better of my ability. So some of the viewers just start joining us now. So yeah, I will suggest you guys type your general question regarding Canadian immigration, and will help you with these. So if we go to the latest updates that are in the Canadian immigration, again, if you look at the Quebec, there is a new update coming from Quebec regarding their facilitated LMIA process. They have added a lot of new occupations for this year. So if we look at the number, there are 181 occupations included in the facilitated LMIA process only for the Quebec. There was 70 occupations that were for the year 2020, but over here in 2021, it has been more than double now. So you guys can get benefit out of that if you're planning to go to Quebec and applying for work permit. So certain clients have been joined, and let's take their questions. Uh, Rishi Sukeja, I have a visitor visa. Can I visitor? Can I visit on visitor visa? Yes, you can if there are your reason to visit here is that is required and it fall under those categories. Yes, you can visit, but there should be a proper reasoning for that. If it's just for like coming to Canada and go for tourism. That is not allowed at this moment. But if you also coming under a category where you are a family member of certain permanent resident or a citizen of Canada, then you are eligible to visit. Again, you should have a quarantine plan, and there should be a lot of other things you have to take in care. You have to take the COVID test 72 hours before you start your flight. Then you have to stay in a hotel here once you landed up here in Canada. So all those things you should be matching before even you start your journey. But if the reason for your visit is non-essential, then you will be sent back home from the border or from the airport itself. Next one is from Baby Shiny. Any PNP program supporting early childhood educator? Yes, there are a couple of them. One is in the province of Saskatchewan and another one in Nova Scotia. Both of them are taking early childhood educators all the time. So it all depends on your education credentials, and you can simply apply for those provinces. And if not, you can look at express entry. They are going crazy right now. So you guys all know, like on last Saturday, the minimum CRS score was CF 75. If anybody has 75 or above, they all got the nomination. Although this draw was only for the CEC candidates, Canadian Experience Class candidates. So that would have been better if you guys looking for at this moment. There is no backlog for CEC candidate. They are zero. All of them who were in the pool, they got invited. So it's all up to you. So because last year Canada has only able to receive 180,000 immigrants, because the target was close to 400,000. So there was a gap of 220. So the planning or the chances are looking like they will include those 220,000 in this year target. So these kind of draws are going to happen very soon again. So it could be for the general one right now if you're looking for those ones. So again, I always recommend my clients to be proactive and put your files in. You never know, right, which way the things will be going. Pankaj Kumar, how to get LMIA? Yes, you should have a employer who's ready to give you a job. Only then an employer can apply for LMIA. Candidate cannot apply for LMIA. It's only for the company itself. So it's your employer who's ready to give you a job can apply for your LMIA. So again, right, you need somebody to support your paperwork. Lady RI, just a quick question about spouse from Punjab had applied in June 20. My spouse had done biometric and medical is still waiting. Haven't heard. For Punjab or India, I think the spousal sponsorship, I can double check it, but uh, is this a spousal sponsorship or you are looking for the spousal open work permit? There are two different things. So if you lady are, if you can tell me what you are looking for, what your question is about. If it's for the spousal sponsorship, the cases I have applied in October last year in 2020, they are all gone through. They got their visa stamped, and some of them are already here. So I don't know where your case is, but if it's for open work permit, yes, definitely it might take some time. But if it's for spousal sponsorship, all the cases like our company has applied last year in 2020 after August, they're all gone through. Candidates got their passports stamped, and some of them are already here. So, uh, but again, right, if it'll be the open work permit, that definitely will take time because the staff in the embassy is running low right now. They are not working at 100% capacity, although restriction have been taken off in some areas in India. So, but yes, sponsorship, then your file, then they are checking something in your file. I have no idea about that. So, because I didn't apply your case, I cannot comment any further. But all the cases we have applied from here and from the clients from India, they are all gone through. Majority of our cases were from Punjab, like Chandigarh and other areas. So they are all gone through at this moment. We already got stamped and clients are already here. So just check with CIC what your file, where your file is, and why they are not spending in. Yeah, you can keep on waiting for updates, but you can simply write an email to CIC and they can let you know. Yeah. Saurabh Savraj, are all the universities having online classes only? At this moment, yes. Any PNP supporting civil engineers? Yes, there are few. PC also. If you look at Saskatchewan, yes, there are the one in the Atlantic provinces. If you go under most of those, like 3 or 4 provinces, they are all taking civil engineering clients. But again, you have to have your PEng, so professional engineering certificate. So if you can apply for those ones, then your chances will be really high. Next question is from Shahrukh. Is there some type of open work visa based on your work experience, or is that altogether not possible? Yeah, it's altogether not possible. It's only open work permit is only if you have done your study here in Canada, then you get post grad work permit. That is open work permit. You can work for any employer. Or if your spouse is working or studying here in Canada, then the other partner can get open work permit. Other than that, you cannot get open work permit. There is no category such like that. So Hameen Patel, Yukon PNP program is open. Yes, it is open. So yeah, you can apply. There are certain categories under Yukon PNP program. So you can simply apply there if you have an employer, if you find a job offer over there. That's another one. Study permits are also really helpful in Yukon if you are going through that. Get a year course over there, and PR is really easy in Yukon under that category also. So it all depends upon you which way you guys wanted to go. So yes, Yukon is open now. Ashok Roy, CA. In general, what is the minimum fund required for? There is no minimum fund required. I have done cases uh, with an investment of 10,000 up to like couple of $1 million. So again, depends upon your business category, what the business plan is, where you want to invest it, how your business will look like, how you can operate. There are like so many things we need to take into consideration when we start client's file in owner operator LMIA. This is the beauty of this program. You can settle down anywhere in Canada, and there is no minimum. They do not check your net worth, and there is no minimum investment required. Any business category, as long as it is legal to operate in Canada, you can simply run your business. And the only thing at this moment, the changes are, it used to be very quick, like in a month or month and a half, you can get your answer whether your case gone through or no. But at this moment, the time period for the processing has gone up. It's more than 6 months now. Farhan Khan, money must be transferred in owner operator program inside Canada on visit visa. Is this condition for OOP don't approve? Then what condition of that money? Who's pay to seller? Sir, as I mentioned before, for owner operator, there are certain kind of agreements you can do with the seller. It depends upon like which category and how you guys can negotiate it. So these things are go very complicated. If I start explaining it over here, it might take like 30-40 minutes just to explain those things. So it's better you can book a consultation. I can go through all your consultation. Yes, I do charge money for consultation. Yes, but to explain all of them, it's not feasible in the live session to go just on one category. Yes, sometime I do live session on one particular topic. You can join at that time. But yes, money can be transferred on your visit visa, or there are certain other ways we can talk about. All again depend upon how the seller will be convinced and how you can negotiate with them, right? So even the multi-million dollar projects, money is never been an issue. As long as you have the money in your bank and the bank can give you a receipt, yes, all those assets or all those funds have been secured by the bank. So yeah, there are certain ways to do that. You can simply pass through all of them. Yeah, that's not a big deal. So Arab, how can you get professional engineering certificate? You have to go to certain province where you want to settle down, Saurabh. So then you have to apply to their professional, yeah, engineering department. You can find it online, or yes, we do it on client by client basis when we get some kind of a client there. If you look at Saskatchewan, they have their own criteria. So you have to send all your documents. You have to send your IELTS certificate, your education certificate, experience certificate. Definitely, they will contact with your present employers, previous employers, checking all those stuff. Then they will invite you to write a test also. So there are certain like step by step process for that one, and only after that you will be able to secure professional engineering certificate. And after that, you are simply go for do that province PNP. But again, if you are good in English, I will always suggest my clients to go for express entry first. That is the easiest way. But the only thing, if your score is not that high in express entry, then you can look for the sideways like PNPs and other areas. Yeah. Vivek Jain, is an ARIMA a good option in Quebec for student in Quebec? What is the processing time and how much application picked in a year? Quebec doesn't have a particular criteria for that, like what the number of application. It depends upon like last year, if you look under the REMA program, they might not even reach 750 or 800 application whole year. So They have a lot of different other programs you can qualify through them. That's what I was explaining at the start of this chair, right? Because they have increased the number of occupations under their facilitated LMIA program. So if you guys in Quebec under the study permit and you guys starting your job over there after the when you get a postgrad work permit after that, so simply go under the facilitated LMIA program and you can. That is very quick and easy process for the employer as well as the employee to get their permanent residence after you are securing that LMIA and the work permit option. So Quebec is unpredictable because they keep on changing, and even if they give the target to 45,000 applicants a year, but they have divided those ones into so many categories. So it won't be an easy way to just a guess for me, right? I can tell you like maybe 1,000, 2,000, but it's not an easy because they do not participate any federal program. They have their own program and their changes come from time to time. But if you are in Quebec on a student, simply go for facilitated LMIA program, and there you will be able to get all your things quick, as well as your paperwork in a row, and all the things are done correctly. It's like few months process over there after you get your facilitated LMIA. Saurabh, thanks for answering. Okay, is it true that student coming to French speaking province like from India can get period earlier as compared to the other provinces? Uh, Depends on, again, right, it all depend upon your qualification and your credentials, right? What kind of experience you are bringing from back home. Yeah, all you also have a French speaking abilities, as you guys know, right? Again, there are 30 additional points under express entry if you're bilingual. So these things definitely will give you an edge on among the other candidates if you are coming to those categories. But again, there is no as such a faster rule for that. As I was explaining to the other client before you, for they have certain programs that can make the step or your process faster if you go after your postgrad work permit with the facilitated LMIA and your employer is helping you with the paperwork. Yeah, definitely it will be a quicker one for you. So if anybody else has any other question, you can type it. Otherwise, we'll go to some more updates that has been recently been done. So that I was going through the last week's the biggest draw for express entry. As you guys all knew by this time, the CRS score went down to 75, and there were 27,000 plus invitation. So just to let you know, there is no backlog as of now for CEC candidate. Categories will be coming pretty soon, if not in 1 month, at least in a couple of months, or maybe the next draw will be a biggest draw for all categories. So it'll be really good for you if you guys are still wanting and you have your paperwork all done. Just simply get in the line in the pool, and you never know when the government is deciding which way they are going. So there will be an easy option for all of you. Another update that was coming from British Columbia, they have again done their tech pilot program draw. So, and the if we look at their skilled worker categories and international graduate subcategories, their minimum provincial score has gone down to 75 only. Uh, 75 is one of the lowest score. It never reaches that low, maybe one or two time before since they have started this program. So again, that's why I was putting more focus on you guys, that make sure you guys are getting all your paperwork in a row and simply apply for those applications. As long as it doesn't matter how many application, if you are in the express entry pool, you can still apply for visitor visa. You can still apply for study permit. You can still apply for LMIA based work permit. So as long as you guys are in the line, so there is a hope, right? So as we are looking at the other categories, even SINP has slowed down, Alberta has slowed down, and other provinces have been slowed down. So there might be some of the things they are coming pretty soon from all over the other provinces. So if you guys are in that one, so then definitely uh, go for sending your application. Again, as you guys know, Saskatchewan take application on your point basis, and if we look at Nova Scotia, they are also looking like the express entry profile. They check their pool under the express entry from where they invite the candidates. Same as with Manitoba is a different thing. Manitoba, you have to apply yourself, and then you guys get rated out of that. So next one was name of the provinces where there is a more demand for civil engineers. So civil engineers, basically, if you look at the government jobs, Calgary has some demand for civil engineers because it's a big city, vibrant city, and a lot of construction things are always on the go, whether it's from the government or from the private sector. Yes, Calgary does sometimes they put the international job fairs for the candidates. You simply apply for those jobs, and employers will definitely interview you if you are in top clientele basis. And if you simply get the job offer with them, and getting LMIA from those guys is really easy when they need the clients, and it's really easy. British Columbia is an other province where civil engineers are always in great demand, whether it's a government job or simply the private sector. So these two, and then we have Ontario. Ontario was doing, they have done, if you look at the last year draws, there were two times they have invited civil engineers, and also one time in the Nova Scotia. So these are the few provinces you can simply apply for that. Yes, definitely there will be an hope for you guys. Uh, Shamim Sayed, hello, sir. Yeah, just write your uh, question, then I will be able to answer you. Rishi Sukeja, can I apply work visa from India? Yes. Can you please shortly explain? Can you? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can apply from India. It doesn't matter. Work visa, you can apply from anywhere in the world. As long as your paperwork is correct, yes, you can apply from anywhere. It does not matter. Shamim say, any good news coming from refugee who not working in the front line? No, sir, there is nothing for the other refugees. No, the people who were in the front line, they were being invited for sending their permanent residence application. Other than that, there is no other news for any other categories under refugee claim. Hamim Patel, my friend, complete master degree in accounting in Australia. They will desire migrate. So please advise which program are suitable. Is CLB level 7? Yeah. Uh, can he send, if he just wanted to go in the accounting field and have a good background with some kind of experience? Yes, definitely he'll go for express entry. And there are certain other provinces, as I mentioned before, like OINP, Ontario, Quebec, and Nova Scotia also. They did, even if you look at this year's draw, they have already invited accountants under that category. So it all depends upon when you guys will submit your application and for which category and which province you guys are choosing under that. So it's better to get a professional advice before you guys sending your application. But I've seen so many application which has been done by professional, they got through, and the same client who are just submitted their application, they're still waiting. I don't know why, where the things go wrong, or what kind of things you guys don't click when you submit your application. But Again, right? Definitely, there are 3 or 4 provinces for accounting professional. So you can simply apply for it, and you are in the line. Then Shamim, one of my friend family, rejected for federal court. What is the next step to stay in Canada? They are, yeah, that one for the court appeal. It all depends upon what was the reason, and because I haven't done your case, so I cannot tell you why it was rejected. So what should be the? I would strongly recommend you guys go with the lawyer or a consultant and sit down with them, explain your case, and only then anybody will be able to tell you what should be your next step of the process. Otherwise, if you guys just keep on waiting and waiting, sometimes they do issue the deportation order. So then the things will go out of hand. So recommendation from me: go for to a lawyer, immigration lawyer or a consultant, and discuss your case in detail. Bring all the paperwork so we can read the rejection letter. What was the reasons all about that one? So only then somebody will be able to give you the right advice. Other than that, at this moment, I cannot say anything. Okay, if anybody else has any other question, you can type it. Otherwise, we'll wrap up this session, and hopefully, I'll be back sometime next week. Yeah, I try to go on the sessions almost every week, but this time it was a couple of weeks. So yeah, definitely you guys can. I have written my email and phone number above. So if there is anything you want to put up a consultation or anything like that, you can contact us over there. You can also get all of the contact details on all our YouTube videos that are come on timely basis. So I would like to thank all of you for joining today, and we'll definitely see you next time. Because all have a good day and stay safe. Thank you.